Hello, wonderful people. Welcome here once again. It's your girl, Humble, and here we talk about political happenings in Nigeria and some parts of the world. And we've been looking at the candidates of the Nigerian coming election, the different political parties and their candidates, their presidents, and what they promise to offer if elected. The other time we were talking about Peter Obi and the proposed diaspora funding, and the dust is raising. Though their party has come out, the Labour Party has come out to say that their candidates never went to solicit for funds, rather they went to sensitize Nigerians living abroad as to what their role will be if elected into power. And while we're still monitoring events concerning the proposed funding, we will still be looking out for other candidates of the other parties. And as it's been said, their their past records will be used to weigh what it is they will offer this time. And the candidates of the APC has been under serious fire, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while the party of the PDP has been having their internal tussles, unable to reach an agreement that is suitable to all parties. Meanwhile, let's look at the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The other time, there is this interview where two members of their party are also not in agreement as to the actual achievements of their candidates. Most times, they've argued that every glory Lagos has today has been credited to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and a lot of people are not comfortable with that. It's not going down well with them. They feel it's not a fair judgment to other candidates who have governed Lagos and those whose ingenuity has played a part or two in seeing to the progress of Lagos State. It's been argued that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been taking the glories of other people or soaring on the glory of particularly Fashola and Ambode, the one that succeeded Fashola. And his cronies are saying it's not true. He is the one that laid those precedents while the other governments built on it. But for me, I would say that what is particularly credited to you is what you as a person did in office, and not what those after you did, whether you led the precedents or not. They can as well decide not to continue with your policies and then make their own. The important thing is the political will to effect certain changes when you are in office. And then if you actually made policies that augured well with the people and is carried on, is also a credit. Now, while we look at some of those arguments, I will still want to bring details of certain interviews. There's this video that I would like to play and analyze here, but for want of time, I'm not going to do it today because I don't have a lot of time. I don't want this particular video to be more than 15 minutes. So looking at the candidates of the APC, there are a lot of speculations as to his personality, where he comes from, who he really is, as to his age, as to his source of income, and even his health. Now, I want to say that in as much as a lot of people have argued that it is not okay to use somebody's health as a way of assessing or judging the person, because nobody gives strength, nobody gives life. People have argued too that it is on the basis of that strength that you are able to govern, that you're able to carry out the activities in office. If you have to battle for your life on daily basis, there is concern that you will be able to carry out your official duties. That is why a lot of attention is being paid on his health. And I don't think that attention would still be there if not for the fact that in previous administrations, Nigeria has battled constantly with leaders who have a frail nature, leaders who, for one thing or the other, couldn't complete their tenure, especially because of their health status. So Nigerians keep putting, okay, some of them are able to stay long in office, but with that same issue of having to fight for their lives. And you know, when you are frail, nothing else matters to you except getting okay. While we empathize with people who are not feeling well, while we recognize the right to the whatever the candidate experiences in his health, we feel that Nigerians are talking about it based on past experiences. They've had some presidents leave office not voluntarily but by death. They've had presidents being replaced. They've had presidents travel up and down outside the country to take care of their health, and that's why a lot of attention is being paid to the health status of who governs them this time. And that has been one of the challenges of the candidates of the APC. Moving on, in most of the arguments as to the development of Lagos and the ability of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to push Nigeria from where it is now economically to a better place, it's been argued that he increased the Lagos internally generated revenue. And then when we look at that, questions will be asked as to how was he able to. I've heard most of his cronies also saying that he blocked leakages in the internally generated revenue. For me, that's an administrative role that every other government is supposed to perform, to do audits and to check how funds that come to that accrue to the states is being managed. Particularly, I don't see that as an achievement other than an administrative responsibility. But in leadership in Nigeria, because the electorate do not even understand what to expect of their leaders, when they carry out administrative activities, it's been as an achievement. It's been seen, sorry, as an achievement. And then nobody enters office to be seen as a hero, to be seen as a hero, but to be seen as someone who did his job and did it well. Though some people will use words as heroes for them, but what is being celebrated in Nigeria is what should be ordinary, should be ordinary, such that when people perform their activities, they are being hailed. I mean, their the functions of their offices, they are being hailed. They are being hailed like they've done something out of the ordinary. And then some of those people who have defended the candidature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu have argued that there are many people who did not attend primary schools in those days and yet attend places of honor or heights of heights in the society. One of the examples that was constantly used in that interview that I said I will bring and we'll look at it is the present gone monarch, Queen Elizabeth. It's been said that she never attended any school, primary school, secondary, or whatever. So that is not, that her case does not apply to the case of the candidate in question. Now, another thing they have also not told us is it that your candidate did not attend primary school? If you are telling us that he did not attend primary school, then let it be clear, not creating premises for us to draw the conclusions. You leave us not satisfied, you leave Nigerians not satisfied than not satisfied to ask further questions and it will keep raising more dust. It's better to come out very strict, plain and clear that this person did not attend primary school, and on that basis he has an affidavit to that effect, and he has been able to pull through all this while with that status. It's a different thing, but because in previous times it's been cited that he has certificates linked to him to some schools, they can't come out again to say it is not so. So these are some of the controversies surrounding the candidate of the APC. Another controversy surrounding him is the source of his income. A lot of questions has been asked because this man is a bullion van operator or whatever, or has been seen to move money around in bullion vans during elections. He's been described as a trailblazer when it comes to money. He's also visible during the APC primaries, how money exchange hands, and people keep saying that he's no match when it comes to financial capacity. And then the question comes, is he still in office as a governor that he amassed that level of wealth, or does he have, assuming he was able to save some money that time, it's been, because it's some years now that he was governor, those monies may not have remained intact as they were to the strength it's pulling right now. So the question is being asked, is this the money he gathered as a governor in terms of salaries or maybe gratuities or whatever that he's still using, or is there any other source of income to be able to use a bullion van? Now, in that interview, one of the persons defending him, or the person defending him, was saying that before he came into politics or before he won the senatorial seat, that he's been seen spending money and all that. And then if one looks at some of the allegations in the public space against him as to being involved in drugs in the USA, and the timeline of this man's description as to when he came into power, one will be tempted to imply that the money he's spending is the proceeds of crime from the United States, or from wherever the activity of drugs led him to. So I think his handler should be careful enough in the way they answer public questions. So you tell me that he's been your friend, you sponsored a documentary about him, and then you are not able to say his source of income, and you say you don't care to know. Why is it that you would not want to care to know the source of income of a friend, and you can't boldly speak on it, and you say we should let it be, we should live the private life of the man, and the issue is whether he's delivering, bringing to bear the point that the end justifies the means. So if it is that it cannot be clear as to the source of income for a man who wants to occupy the highest power in the land and occupy the first position and the first citizen of the country, then you are telling us to just take things the way they are, and the end justifies the means. And Nigerians are not satisfied with that. There are so many things we'll be talking about concerning candidates. We are on the Peter Obi candidature, and now the Tinubu candidature for the APC. They are saying that because everybody is saying his candidate is the best, and I say we're going to be looking at these candidates up until the time of elections to be able to decide who governs the Africa's largest country, or most populous country, who in recent times has a very failing economy, and the people are curious to know how they can come out. While we continue all this analysis, I would say bye-bye for now, until I come your way next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like our videos and share so that we can reach a larger populace of Nigerians. Thank you.